it's been another week.
Ooh, you did the opening tag and everything.
Yeah, professional. And I'm doing the update. I was supposed to do it by myself, but you're here.
Yep.
As per my request. Bless you! That was James. I guess my involvement with PoPS is really music stuff. Like, I was involved really, really early on, writing some of the themes. The one that really stuck was Virginia's theme, the Time Stopper theme.
Yeah, that just knocked it out of the park. This was 09. This was like...
God, was it that long ago?
Yeah, this was like summer, fall of 09. I sent you several temp tracks based on various things for various themes.
Yeah.
For Craig's theme was a temp track from a song from Repo the Genetic Opera that had a lot of heavy guitars. Do you remember that?
I do.
For Sebastian's one, it was a tune called Express Yourself, and the reason I wanted it was because... Yeah, it was such a fun song to use during a fight scene in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. In the original version that I did, I took it out, and I don't know why I did. I had like a vocal whispering going... Do you remember that?
It's in there. Is
it? Good, I'm glad
you can hear it in episode 6.
Excellent.
Because I use that theme when Sebastian and Caitlin are leaving the apartment complex.
Do you?
Yeah.
But I thought the Sebastian theme bit it.
Nope. The links right below are like a link to like Emi's YouTube channel. Cool. And a link to her website, and music. She does like vocals on like techno, house tracks and stuff,
and like commercials and stuff too, like do 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 do. If you ever hear someone going do do do, that could be me.
They also do a web design company. If people are looking for websites and stuff. The Virginia theme, I didn't give you an example track for.
No, I'm really glad you didn't, too. I had everyone's names, and I had what their superpowers would be. And since Virginia's was stopping time, and, like, I grew up in a house with one of those grandfather clocks. My grandpa on my dad's side, like, I put together this grandfather clock, and we always grew up with that, you know, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, bong, bong. And I'm also, as a side note, obsessed with gong sounds because they're amazing. I don't know any gong players. If you play the gong, get in touch. So I thought, you know what? Time stopping, grandfather clock sound, and that's totally where it all started from. All of those sounds are like... And then I messed around with like it's a little modal sometimes and a little minory, but... For 6, Damon needed a theme. You know, Damon's like a super fantastic character at PoPS. You did give me an example track for that, and it was... From Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it was from the Sherlock Holmes movie, not the TV show.
Glockenspiel or something?
it was like a hammered dulcimer, I think.
So like real twangy, and Jake was like, oh, I know you don't have a dulcimer or anything. And I was like, yeah, but I have a mandola, which is like a mandolin but bigger. It's an octave lower. And so we, like, I just tried it out, and I wanted it to be a real smeary, because Damon's kind of a smeary dude. And so I just, like... smeared around on the mandola for a while. But the mandola came in real handy. Like, I used it for a lot of the... There's a scene where there's like a suspended, like suspension string part right when the real hot model chick tied in the basement. Yvonne. She's super pretty, right? Anyway, so she's tied to it. She's tied and she's sneaking out. And there's a bit where she's like hiding against the wall. And there's like a string part. That's the mandola. Like I used it for everything.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was bowing the mandola for that, but it worked really well. Like I used the top string and the bottom string, which are the only ones you can access with the bow. You gotta get like an angle. But it works really well. So yeah, and there was a distortion part which ended up getting cut. We don't talk about that. From the first intro sequence.
You can talk about that.
I was supposed to do the intro music, and I got this sample track.
To episode 6, part 1.
So I got a lot of feedback from Jake. And like getting feedback from Jake is great because the first thing he tells you is how you're gonna feel about the feedback he's gonna give you. So like he'll start by saying like, okay, this is gonna really make you mad. Then I'll give you the feedback. So at least you know how the feedback's gonna go down. He does that every time. It ended up getting cut.
You were moving from your apartment to your house. Homeowner. It
was like at a time where I knew Jake wanted to change stuff, but he was being like nice enough not to bug me when I was like moving my whole life from one place to another, which was really nice of you, dude.
Well, okay. Look. Episode 6, part 1 is like 5.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it was all music.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, in movie music, what you want is something that gives you a great feeling, but doesn't get in the way of, like, dialogue.
Totally.
Then sometimes you want something that comes into the forefront.
Yeah.
This was a forefront thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the track that you sent me was a great forefront thing for the first, like, couple minutes.
Yeah.
I might have been able to go with it.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me was the convenience store change up.
Yeah, I knew that would be it, too.
There wasn't enough of a change up there.
Yeah, we were moving on a Thursday, and like you told me on like the Tuesday.
There was no time for you
there
to
wasn't.
do it.
Yeah, because like the studio was ripped apart. Even though my studio was like a laptop and a like a sound card and a really nice microphone. That's pretty much it. It's like three pieces of kit and some nice headphones. One of the other nice things about like starting to learn how to work like on music for the background with your brother, you get really used to getting like super brutally honest feedback from your siblings at a young age, right? Your siblings aren't going to be like,
yeah, I was the first one who told her that she was ugly.
you know?
Which is hilarious because we look a lot alike.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Okay.
I was mad for about a week. I was really mad. I totally came around to it too. After I came down off my rage horse, I was like, okay, it's fine.
Rage horse.
That's just kind of how it rolls. And I was really happy with how the Damon
Oh my god, it was so good.
I was really happy with it.
That should be in the foreground.
Yeah.
And then it's a violin.
Yeah.
You had that violin player come in.
She's super cool.
That is awesome.
So that's like, I am at the very fledgling beginning of doing music for Pops, but I'll do more on episode 7, right?
Oh yeah. I'm still working on non-pop stuff that need to... I've written blog posts about this, so if you have interest in why I'm not working on Pops right now, there's a couple blog posts on the Pops website in the update section. It's
hurting him, I can tell. It's hurting him. He speaks about editing episode 7 with like a longing.
Episode 7 is going to be so amazing. I just need to finish these projects and it's going to be awesome to get back to it.
Super excited.
Pops logo. And I think that's it.
This is my awesome song that I wrote. I might turn this into an actual, like, Emi song and write some sick vocal hit